Good evening, everybody. This is Potter Stocks, and I'm coming to you guys with a earnings prediction. It's earnings times again, and we have a stock that is going sideways. We have conflicting trend, and so we're going to talk about today and place a couple of projections as far as where Tesla can go, bullish, bearish, both of those things. All right, so the first story here is the weekly. The weekly, we are still in a downtrend. This downtrend was created in 2021. It's 2023, and we are just now getting back up to that resistance after recovering this channel in recent times and doing that with record high short volume, which honestly had quite a bit to do with that. Now, whenever I see a stock sideways going into earnings, that does pique my interest. Typically, that means tension is being created. And if something outstanding or underwhelming happens, potentially that tension can be broken. You could look at Meta for an example. Now, we also, if you are moving up on any time frame, anywhere, you are in an uptrend. That doesn't change the fact that the downtrend on the weekly rules the day, but on a lower time frame daily, we are carrying on with an uptrend. If you move down a little bit lower, 4 hours, start from the high there, you'll notice we're in a downtrend. And so at the moment, there is a potential here for perhaps this trend to be broken or widened. And widening that would require us to bounce out and move up above this deviation mark or the middle line in the channel. That would keep our basically be our new trend line. So we would exchange this resistance for support, classic, right? And then we'd be looking to utilize that on our way up. Now, this is an looking at trend, right? We also are going to utilize Potter boxes and look at where we could, and this is the weekly applies, right? Look at where we could potentially see, and I have magnet on, so it's freaking out. But where could we see pullbacks, or where would uh, a stock not want to go, right? And so number one, not wanting to go, I think that would be settled on 207 and 205, right? So it's going to be right here on the top of this box. Now, if it's not that, it's this, right? We have a 75% mark, and that's going to be around 195.50. And then we're going to have a cost basis. Now, cost basis broken, dead slap center in the middle of any area of consolidation means you're going to continue moving in that direction, which means that we could see Tesla remaining in this downtrend and moving into support. That being said, in the same breath, right, we have been holding on to this, which has been our floor of 142.44. We've done a damn good job at doing that. When we did see big legs down, we recovered that and we made sure that we held on to it, and we've continued to do so. So 242.75, and I don't do any candlestick patterns. Yes, I see it. I know it's got a big old wick atop of it, and I could probably go on the chart and show you 100 of examples where it moves in the opposite direction, right? Of course, you see something like this here, but the difference here in this candle is it's closing under something. We've lost nothing. We've lost nothing. The only thing that we've rejected is the 50% mark in an area of consolidation right there. And that's what's needing to be broken. And I suspect that Tesla may end up staying sideways until earnings, until we get that break. A lot of people are expecting an underwhelming earnings or no surprise. And of course, that's not good. And that could send us down. Now, again, trend is not the end all be all to um, how we trade, and it can change. That is one thing that we understand deeply. Those of you who are in simple stacks, we know this. Trend can change, transform, widen, deepen, etc., etc. So what I'm looking at here is to remain above 242. That is bullish. If we open underneath that, then I can start looking at areas below us, such as 222.50, the bottom floor right around 215 and 214.33, and of course the top of the box where we would more than likely see a bounce, and that would be around 207.44. Now that would also go with the 1 2, right? We've gotten 1 2, maybe 1 2 and then we see the third and final, which typically goes lower if you're going to go higher, right? So you're going to go lower than that, maybe bounce off of this deviation mark that we've had quite a bit of respect for, and then find our way back up and out. There are plenty of gaps above us. Tesla will probably not leave those gaps unfilled. But at the same time, it is not good to base your bullishness or bearishness off of targets that could remain untapped for many years to come. All right, so let's move down, right? So at the moment, I want to show you guys, and this is where I've been posting a lot of ideas. You can see that we are absolutely in a well-controlled, maybe downtrend. I'm doing this live so you guys can kind of see exactly what it is that I am seeing. So right here, and again, we want to make sure that our channels, right, have cleanliness. We're not trying to force anything. We want to see points of contact, respect, and I think that we've got that here. Now, on the contrary, right, this is something that most people fail to do. There's your uptrend, right? And that was broken. Wrong. That's your uptrend. Uptrend trend in general changes, widens, and a good healthy trend doesn't go straight up, right? We know that from the fucking COVID pump, right? So that being said, deal, great deal of respect coming from this channel, as far as, and I forgot to bring that down, but a great deal of respect as far as this channel is concerned, right here, right there, even the retest above us. So that brings me to the box that we've got right here. And this is a must hold, right? We really don't have a choice in this. This will be the sell signal, obviously earnings excluded, but right here on this median, and that's going to be around 246, 247.15. It is absolutely possible to see 244.70 and hold this uptrend. And in fact, if we get there on earnings and I'm already positioned, I might just have to reposition myself because we would be looking for potentially a pop up and a hit of that $300 mark. And then I suspect 50% of that gap would be filled. And then we would resume the trend to the upside. All of our analysis, right, as far as day trading or trading is concerned, is always based off of Potter boxes. And at the moment, we have no triggers both to the upside, which lie above us right around here. And that's going to be 272.50. That is my trigger up. Not to say that I won't take positions early, but that is definitely the for sure trigger to the upside. Now to the downside, right, at least momentarily, we would have 245 right in there. That is going to be 24. It's actually 247.50, but right around there. Now that doesn't change the fact that you can, and as long as the candle closes there, I suspect Monday's candle might, you can still bounce off of whatever is underneath you, and that, my friends, is probably going to be the 244.75. So going into earnings at the moment, my bullish price target is probably around the 300 to even 320 mark. And that's on a extraordinary earnings. Again, these are projections, and anything you take or trade on earnings is liable to be destroyed. If it stays in range and picks neither, you will lose money no matter how you positioned yourself. Everybody will catch a burn and a fade. As far as my intraday analysis is concerned, nothing is really different. Obviously, we have walls up above us, such as the last week floor of 255.89. If you're bullish, you're going to recover that. And then the cost basis within that is now moved to the 260.80. So you do have a lower time frame cost basis now at 260.80 and 261. That is lower time frame, again, where we want to find ourselves. If you open up under 253.40, you are still bearish, obviously, until we hit a support. That is it for me, folks. I am excited about the coming earnings trading potentials ahead of us. A lot of people, this is a make or break season because they throw all their money into earnings. Remember, you can make a lot of money even playing stocks that are in the same sector and less risk. So I can't stop people from doing it. And I even do it sometimes, but I keep it in a small account that I gamble on exclusively. Alrighty, so if you guys have any questions or you're interested in trading with us, our Discord is open, and you guys can leave any comments or questions below this video or in the DMs of the Discord. I will be posting my levels for intraday trading tomorrow morning, of course, and hopefully we can maybe get a lower time frame video out there as well. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful weekend. I hope you guys have a great trading week. Remember, if you don't have a plan, you're going to have anxiety. If you don't have a plan or you don't know what that means, then you should start there. If you have anxiety, you're probably going to make bad decisions. And if you're making bad decisions, you're going to feel terrible about what you're doing. And it is a snowball effect that never ends. So find something that is mechanical, find something that repeats itself, stick to that. Anything else is unfortunately being a human. All right. You guys have a great one. Peace.